Jeremy Pena has been placed on the injured list today. Remember diving for that ball in shallow center field, came down awkwardly, looked like a sniper got him, looked like there was somebody in the grassy knoll there in South Oklahoma, but fell on his hand awkwardly, did not leave the game. He finished the game, but was not in the lineup yesterday. They said they flew him back to Houston because he got observed by the Rangers doctors. They wanted him to be observed by the Astros doctors, so they flew him to Houston. They're not really that concerned. Like they said, here's the exact tweet from Chandler Rome. Dusty Baker said that Jeremy Pena had an MRI that didn't show any significant damage, but Pena won't swing a bat for at least a week. So that's interesting. They also recalled J.J. Matijevic from Sugarland. I actually want to see him get some at-bats to see if maybe he can spark a little bit of offense over at first base.
He's been hitting well in Sugarland lately. Obviously, the first time up, it was a whole new ball game, a whole new world for him, and it looked like he might have just been happy to be there and was a little overmatched, so you hope he plays well. The biggest, most encouraging thing to me is the double play that was turned last night by Aledmys Diaz in the ninth inning to bail Presley out. The fact that Altuve's part of it was one thing with a good flip. The timing and the arm. And earlier, he made a couple of plays, even one that didn't result in an out where he went deep into the hole, slid, and almost got, I forget who it was, but you look at that and go, you know what? In a short window of time, if that's what you need to do so that Pena gets right, I feel okay with Diaz at shortstop.
See, to me, it's like short-term, can you live with Jeremy Pena on the injured list? Like, what is the significance of Pena being on the IL? And Diaz did flash some leather yesterday. Came down awkwardly on that diving play with his shoulder, and I thought that they might just place Jeremy Pena on the IL to call up another infielder, which they did, just to give Dusty some options. Look, I don't mind Jeremy Pena being placed on the IL. Like we saw even whenever he had the sore knee that he was kind of chomping at the bit to get back maybe quicker than he needed to be back, and the Astros ended up holding him off a few more days. We know that the Astros are worried. I don't know if maybe worried's too strong a word, but they're being careful with the amount of games Jeremy Pena plays this season because he's not played a ton of games in a single season over the course of his entire career because he's still very young, because of the wrist injury, because of the COVID year where he didn't play at all that season. So, like, I'm all right with that. I'm a little worried that it could be a little bit more serious than the Astros are letting on. That's been the case, and it's been the Astros' MO to kind of go that route for a long time. So short term, I'm totally okay with Pena to the IL for 10 days. If he's out for 10 days, if he's out for 2 weeks, like that's fine. You can live with that because of Aledmys Diaz. Now you start going to a month or longer, which I don't think that's the case here with Pena. Reading the tea leaves, listening to Click, listening to Baker, I don't think it is a serious injury. It's one you're going to monitor, obviously. But because you have Aledmys Diaz, I'm okay short term. I'm okay for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I am too.
I think the bigger thing was, which gave me concern early, is no one wanted to talk about what the body part was.
Yeah.
Forever and a day, it seemed like the minute the news broke that he was being sent back to Houston, there was it a knee? Was it the wrist? Was it a hand? Was it what is it? When did it happen? What's going on? And everybody was mum's the word. No one was saying anything, which led you more to believe that it was major rather than minor. The only thing that eased my mind was when Chandler Rome said right from Dusty that it didn't seem like he was too worried about it. They just wanted to get a second opinion to where I could exhale a little bit and go, I'm like you. Short term, I'm fine with Aledmys Diaz at shortstop. He's played the position before. He's played it well. He's a good bat in the lineup. We've seen that no matter where he plays. Last night, he played a complete ball game. I mean, he did everything they asked him to do, and I thought he played really well. And that turn, like I said, I rewound it and watched it a couple times. The timing of it on a bang-bang play to get the bag and make just a laser shot over to first base to get a much-needed double play, because Ryan Presley, I hope we get to that at some point, didn't exactly look solid.
Ryan Stressley.
Yeah.
That was Ryan Presley's alter ego last night.
Your
Ryan
guy.
Stressley.
Yeah, he was bringing the stress. And I felt it. But I like Diaz short term. You just can't afford to have Jeremy Pena be out long term.
Hey, guys, back to the video in just 1 minute. Before that, I want to tell you about Fitz Roofing. Fitz Roofing is dedicated to the loyal people of Houston, Texas. That means if you got a leaky roof or need a full roof replacement on your business or your home, or you want to get something done around the yard or maybe something around the house, they have the best warranties in the business, the best ratings, and the best service. They're going to take care of you every step of the way. Fitz Roofing, making a difference one home at a time.
Yeah, you can live with it short term, especially with the lead that you have in the American League West. Dusty's saying he's not going to even grip a bat for a week. I think they're protecting the player from the player. You just have to keep an eye on it and hope that what you hear is serious. Also, listening to Click down the dial with the QB1, the best quarterback that talks on a microphone in the city. He mentioned that this was before they placed him on the IL, by the way. So I think that might be noteworthy here. He said that it's nothing serious. So he said it's nothing serious. Dusty said that the MRI revealing nothing serious. I think that the Astros are all right here. I'm not going to completely rule out that it's more serious that they're letting on. But it seems like this is going to be the 10 days. Perhaps we see them, 2 weeks, maybe somewhere along that line. So it seems like the Astros might have dodged a bullet. And because they have Diaz, I think you're in a good spot where you can hang on.